Alright guys, so today we're going to focus on the break apart strategy when we get to a multiplication equation that's just too hard for us to do in our head. And like Mr. Westhoff said on the slides earlier, that is the fancy term for it is distributive property in multiplication. That's a rule that says that you can break apart just one of the numbers to make it a lot easier for you. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to teach you a multiplication game today. Please make sure you have paper and pencil with you. If you don't, please pause it. All right? If you guys have dominoes at your house, then this is a super easy multiplication game for you guys that you can play. All you do is just have the dominoes upside down, and you flip them over, and you can play the game. Here I have a 5 and a 2. Well, I already know 5 times 2 equals 10, so I don't need to use the distributive property. Here I have 3 times 8. I already have that one memorized because of the 3 song. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. You can play this game by yourself. You can play it with a parent. Here I have 5 times 6. Well, if I know how to tell time on a clock, I know how to do 5. So 5 times 6 I know equals 30. This one I have 9 times 8. Alright, well let's pretend I'm not really good with my times 8s, and let's pretend like I don't have a times 9 strategy. Well, this right now is the perfect time to use the break apart or distributive property, which says I can take one of these digits and break it apart to make it easier. I'm going to choose to do I'm going to break apart my 9 because I'm better at times 8s. So I'm going to break it apart into 5 times 8 and 4 times 8. Here I took my 9 and made it into a 5 and a 4, and I kept my 8 the same. 5 times 8, I'm really good with the clock. That equals 40. 4 times 8, well, I know that 4 times 2 is 16, so 16 plus 16, 32. Alright, now I put them together. 40 plus 32 equals 72. And I just used the break apart strategy. And I just learned a new math game. Now, let's go and see how you're going to use it today on your work. On your work, it's going to look like this today. Part A. Enter equation for each new array. Remember, arrays have dimensions. How many here? How many on the top? And then use the new equations to solve 7 times 8. So right here already, this is 7 times 8, but they drew a line to make it easier. So the first array is 1, 2, 3, a 5. By 8. And 5 times 8, I know the clock, that's 40. And here I'm left with 2 times 8. 8 plus 8 I know is 16. So, 7 times 8, if I put 40 and 16 together, it equals 56. You're going to do that a couple times. Here, 9 times 12. 9 times 12, you might think to yourself, what? No way could I solve 9 times 12 using mental math, but you could. Here's an array that's a 9 by 10. 9 times 10, you already know that that's 90. And there's 2 left over, so 9 times 2, and you know that's 18. Well, 90 plus 18, that would be 108. Notice they kept their 9 together, and they broke apart their 12s into those really easy numbers of 10 and 2. And on the last one today, you're going to have to draw your own. There's 2 arrows here, but you only have to use, right here it says, one of the lines. Maybe you're going to break it apart right there. Or maybe you're going to break it apart right here. That's totally up to you, and then you enter in an easy way for you to solve 8 times 9.